the legacy of a dark age, the promise of a hot shower, and the genesis of an invention. In our daily lives, the electric shower is such a common presence that we barely notice its existence. It's there, waiting to give us a hot, quick, and hassle-free shower. For many Brazilians, the mere presence of the electric shower on the bathroom wall is a given, a fact of modern life. But for much of the rest of the world, this device is a complete anomaly, an enigma of Brazilian engineering. Why isn't such a simple, cheap, and efficient invention universally used? To answer this question, we need to go back in time and understand the world without it, the ingenuity that created it, and the culture that embraced it. The history of the electric shower in Brazil is the story of an ingenious solution to an everyday problem. In the early 20th century, especially in a tropical country like Brazil, showering with cold water was the norm. On hotter days it was even pleasant. However, on cold winter nights or frosty mornings in the south of the country, a hot shower was a luxury. To obtain it, people relied on gas boilers, or else, the most rudimentary method, heating large cauldrons of water on the stove, then carrying them to the bathroom in buckets. It was a laborious, time-consuming, and dangerous process, reserved for special occasions. It was in this scenario of inconvenience that necessity met technology. Francisco Canho's name is central to this story. He was a Brazilian inventor, living in a period of urban expansion and widespread access to electricity in the country. In the 1940s, Canho, who worked with electrical installations, realized that the solution to the problem of hot water lay not in large, expensive boilers, but in a small device, attached directly to the water outlet, that could heat the water at the moment of use. Francisco Canho's invention was a remarkable feat of simplification and engineering. His first prototype, although rudimentary, already carried the core concept of the device we know today. The idea was basically to use electricity to heat water instantly. Canho had the brilliant idea of using electrical resistance for this purpose. He created a device consisting of a plastic or metal chamber, where a metal coil, the resistance, was exposed to the water flow. When the electricity was turned on, the resistance heated up in seconds, transferring heat to the water passing through it. The simplicity and efficiency of the invention were, and continued to be, its greatest strength. Canho's electric shower was not just a product, it was a revolution. It democratized access to hot water, making it accessible to millions of families who could never afford a gas heating system or boiler. The production cost was low, installation was relatively simple, and energy consumption, although high during use, was limited to the shower time. The invention quickly spread throughout Brazil, becoming a symbol of modernity and comfort. However, this promise of comfort also carried with it a dangerous reputation that, for years, made the electric shower an urban legend, a dangerous reputation and evolution for survival. The success of the electric shower in Brazil was accompanied by a frightening myth, that it was dangerous, the reputation of being a device that shocked, and that it was a kind of Brazilian Russian roulette spread, and for good reason. The first models, although innovative, lacked the safety systems that are standard today. Most incidents were not due to failure of the device itself, but rather due to improper installation. Imagine a device that mixes electricity, water, and people in a humid environment. The risk of shock is real and extremely high if the electrical installation is poorly done. Many homes in Brazil in the 1950s and 1960s had poor electrical installations, without a proper grounding system. The grounding system is a wire that carries excess electrical charge to the earth, preventing it from passing to the user. Without it, any failure in the seal or resistance could result in an electric shock. Furthermore, many users attempted to maintain and replace the heating element themselves without proper safety precautions, which further increased the risks. The electric shower's reputation as dangerous spurred a race to improve safety. Brazilian manufacturers, led by companies such as Lorenzetti and Fame, invested in research and development to improve the product. They began using stronger, more insulating plastic materials that protected the user from electrical current. The internal design was optimized to ensure that water always covered the heating element, preventing it from overheating and burning. Most importantly, they standardized installation instructions and began including information and, later, the components necessary for safe grounding in shower kits. The evolution of the electric shower is a testament to adaptation and continuous improvement. Modern models are safe, reliable, and boast a host of advanced features that Canho's ancestors could not have imagined. Today, there are showers with electronic temperature controllers, allowing you to precisely adjust the water temperature. There are models with long-lasting heating elements and water filtration systems. The design has become more elegant and compact. The electric shower is no longer just a water heater and has become a sophisticated home appliance, a landmark of Brazilian consumer engineering. The reputation for danger it carried for years is largely a thing of the past. Modern electric showers, when installed correctly, are as safe as any other electrical appliance in your home. However, the question still remains. If they're so good, why aren't they used worldwide? The answer lies not in engineering, but in the history and dangerous reputation and evolution for survival. The electric shower and the rest of the world. a matter of climate and culture. Despite being an undeniable success in Brazil, the electric shower is almost a rarity in countries like the United States and most of Europe. In these places, the use of gas or electric central water heaters is the norm. These systems heat a large volume of water in a tank, which is then distributed throughout the house, including showers, faucets, and often the space heating system. The reason for this difference is multifactorial and goes far beyond technology. The main factor is climate. Countries with harsh winters, such as those in Europe and North America, require central heating to keep their homes warm. Once the heating system is already installed, it is much more efficient and logical to use it to heat bath water as well. Electric showers, which heat water at the point of use, don't make sense in a country where the water that arrives at homes is already at a temperature close to freezing. Another factor is infrastructure. Gas heating systems and central heaters have been standardized in these regions for decades, and natural gas infrastructure is widely available and generally cheaper for heating large volumes of water than electricity. The electrical grids in these countries were not designed to support the high demand of thousands of electric showers, which individually consume a lot of energy. However, electric showers are not exclusive to Brazil. They have become popular in other countries with similar characteristics too. Brazil, tropical or subtropical climates, and an electrical infrastructure that doesn't support the widespread use of central heaters. Latin American countries such as Peru, Colombia, and Ecuador, and some regions in Asia, such as the Philippines, have adopted electric showers as the most practical and economical solution for hot water. They are seen as an affordable alternative in places where central heating is a luxury. The electric shower is therefore a reflection of its environment. In Brazil, where the climate is hot and people prefer shorter, more frequent showers, and where the cost of installing gas heating systems is high, the electric shower is the ideal solution. It is fast, straightforward, and economical to install. In other countries, the need to heat the entire house and the existence of an already established gas infrastructure made the electric shower an unnecessary technology. The history of the electric shower, an invention born of necessity and Brazilian genius, is a fascinating reminder of how innovations are shaped by their context. What is a luxury item in one culture can be a basic necessity in another, and what is seen as a dangerous appliance in one place can be the greatest everyday convenience in another. The electric shower, in its simplicity, remains a small marvel of engineering, a symbol of our power to adapt. If the story behind such a common object fascinated you, watch this video to tell us. Share this incredible story with your friends so they can discover it too. And for more facts and curiosities about the small and great inventions that have changed our lives, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell.